let's take a look at foreignassistance.gov. I've brought this map up before.
Yes.
$68 billion in obligations, 15,000 different activities in 214 countries and regions. Look at this. This is the countries that we give your tax dollars to.
And let's be honest. They probably don't have all of the databases because they've been hidden.
Yeah.
Now that we're
starting to find them.
Once we start really getting into this audit and those numbers make it into the public eye, you're going to see this radically change.
$990 million to Congo. $631 million to Tanzania. $846 million to Kenya. $1 billion. $1 billion to Somalia. $500 million to Ethiopia.
And let's just be honest. Do you think all of that money is going to these countries? No.
It's not going to the people.
It's being siphoned off to do whatever nefarious purposes they're doing with it.
Generous kickbacks as well.
And you can follow the money. You can follow all that money.
Yeah. This map is at foreignassistance.gov. You could go through it and explore it yourself. The links, as always, are in the Meat Gaze.
Did we send anything to Australia?
No. If it's gray, it's not getting any money.
Okay.
Note that the United States of America is gray on this map.
Yes.
Your taxpayer dollars are not going to you at all.
This is so annoying.
Yeah.
And here's the funny part, or the sad part, is we've all known this has been going on for about 25 years-ish. And we've always brought it up, and we've had all of these presidents and senators, I'm going to clean up the swamp, and they've done virtually nothing.
I just noticed this.
What?
Look over on the right. Sector at the top, economic development, humanitarian existence, peace and security, health, program support, managing agency.
What's that? I can't read it.
USAID.
Yeah.
They are the primary managing agency for all of this. The other one is Department of State.
And here's another thing about USAID. They literally started ignoring Congress like 20 years ago.
Yes, they have done as they please. State Department does exactly the same thing.
Yeah, and they've actually threatened senators.
Yes, that is correct.
Who are trying to get accountability.
Yes.
All right, so I'm just telling you, the USAID needs to get burned to the ground.
Yep.
They probably have to go through the State Department and get rid of all of those.
No, State Department's a rogue agency too.
Yeah.
It acts as its own damn entity. It acts like a freaking mafia.
Then they need to go through that as well.
Yeah.
And start firing people.
Yep.
Listen, all right, let's go back to Benghazi.
Okay.
All right. So when you read the news, you know, they say he died of smoke inhalation. All right.
I know that's not true.
When you go and read the papers that came out the next day in the Middle East, like Turkey and some of the other surrounding nations, he was fucking gang raped.
Yep.
And then executed.
Yep.
And we didn't even talk about it here in this media, our mainstream media, because it's been bought and paid for.
Yep. Completely covered.
Completely covered up. I would like to see Trump actually reinvestigate the Benghazi, release all of the notes to the general public, unredacted, so everyone can take a bite of that shit sandwich and get as pissed off as I am about it.
I'll tell you where to find the Benghazi files. I happen to know exactly where they would be.
Mm-hmm.
The Benghazi files are in an AFRICOM SCIF. That's the Africa Command for U.S. military forces. A SCIF is a secure classified information facility. During the course of events in Benghazi, there would have been SIGINT reporting. There would have been regular SIGINT reporting on that event. I know I did that exact thing for quite a while.
We had rumor on the show.
There would be a minimum of 6 reports on that whole incident, starting with the initial attack and then the breaches and then the guys getting killed and then the ambassador getting killed and so on and so forth. All of that would be in the AFRICOM SCIF, and would all be in the form of intelligence reports, the names of which I can't really go into in great detail. But they're all there. And I guarantee you that Hillary Clinton and every other member of the United States government above a certain level knew
exactly what happened.
because there's a report that has to go out in 3 minutes and it's one line long. And you've got to convey the meat of the Benghazi embassy under attack would be the initial report.
Yep.
That's got to go out in 3 minutes. And when you push that button, it goes to director of CIA, director of DIA, director of the NSA, Joint Chiefs of Staff, the National Security Council, the president, the vice president, the Secretary of State, and the Secretary of Defense when you push that one button on that 1 3-minute report. I know I issued one.
Yep. And rumor, Senior Dick Fitzwell, rumor, was actually in, what is it, the Mediterranean Air Command.
He was with the QRF under Ham?
No, he wasn't in the QRF. He was actually working in where all of the screens are, and you manage all of the flights around the Mediterranean. I don't know the name of it.
CENTCOM.
But he had real live drone footage into that command area. Saw everything going down in real time. They invited everyone to leave who didn't have a certain clearance except him. He was like, the general's like, no, or the colonel's like, no, you're staying here. You talk Army. What's going on here? And he watched in real time as mortars landed and killed the security personnel. You know, people get dragged out of buildings, all kinds of fucked up shit happening. And he actually, there was a full bird over in Italy who was going to literally put I believe it was 1 or 2 companies of paratroopers on the ground, and he was relieved for cause on the air.
General, they were going to release the QRF at 173rd.
Yes.
There's a task force at, I can't remember where it is. My brain keeps wanting to say Sigonella, but that's wrong. That's the Navy installation there. I forget where the Special Operations Task Force is, but 173rd Airborne is there, and elements of, I think, 5th or 7th Group.
I think it's 5th. I don't think it's 7th.
Is it
7th is South America. Last I knew.
Okay.
They could have changed their mission. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know exactly which group. I just know that there's SOF there. There's Green Berets there. And when we went through there on our way to Algeria, there was also an element of combat support personnel, otherwise known as SFODD.
You mean CAG?
CAG.
Yeah.
CAG. Is that what they're called now? CAG?
CAG. Combat Action Group?
Yeah, Combat Action Group. Combat Support Team.
Or Delta.
Yeah. Or
Let's just
allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. They do exist. I'm sorry. I didn't sign any non-disclosures to say they didn't exist. Yeah. So they exist.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway.
But this has been going on for a long time.
Yes. This has all been going on for a very long.
And all of the senators, all of the Democrats who are fighting this whole thing, they need to be primaried the fuck out of there. Because this is just crazy. I would like to see the FCC pull the broadcasting licenses for CBS, NBC, CNN, MSNBC.
Yep.
And there's a lot of this USAID money that went to them as well. Like, you can literally implicate the entire media outlet that's really been focused on us. And Obama got rid of the Months Act, which was a law on the books to prevent this from happening.
Yes.
Gee. So he was a senator for like 1 term, and all of a sudden he's running for president, and they doctored his birth certificate, because I don't believe that shit now.
What?
That he was an American citizen, or he was born in the United States.
Believe it.
I don't believe it.
There's a ton of evidence that he was Kenyan.
Yeah. He should not have even been sitting in that seat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I can't believe it's all an illusion. And it's about time we all woke up, because this is our fucking country at stake here. It truly is.
What's left of it at this point.
Yeah. You're correct.
There's a lot of work to do. If we want to put it back together, there's a lot of work to do.
And listen, a lot of people are going to get pissed. You're going to have to break a few eggs. There's going to be some people that get caught dragged along that are totally innocent. I got you. When you put a dragnet out that big for all of this bullshit that's going on, unfortunately, some people are going to get sucked into it.
Yep.
And I hope we can weed them out towards the end, but that's just the way it is. There's so many people who have been on the taxpayer dole secretly that it's going to take a huge effort to fix this.
It isn't even secretly. It's through bureaucratic, apathetic sloth. Strangely, the author Douglas Adams wrote about this in his book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, when he described the Vogon bureaucracy.
Yes.
In space that was so convoluted and so labyrinthine and so Byzantine. There's a good word for you. You want to have some fun, read about the Emperor Justinian's laws in the Byzantine Empire. That's where the word Byzantine comes from. Procopius wrote The Secret Histories about the Emperor Justinian and his whore wife Theodora. No, really, she was a prostitute.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.